We won't go there. We can't go 100. He can't go 100%. That's cool. We'll take 95. Doing that, getting big boy from the Jets, who almost ate himself out the league. Who was that lineman? The offensive tackle.
Mekhi Becton. Yep.
Almost ate himself out the league. Brought him down there. Going to get Georgia's defense.
Pretty much the whole defense.
The whole defense, and getting Buddy, who had a little bit of character issues.
Jaylen Carter.
Bringing him in, let him learn from Brandon Graham and them, teach him how to, hey, bro, you got something going on here, man. You got the talent.
You also gotta look at like what he brought in last year to y'all. I'm pretty sure Quentin Mitchell, like he's your starting corner. Like,
I didn't get that. Yeah,
I know.
He saw that Darius. Okay, our defensive backs, right? They're getting old. Darius Slay old. Gardner Dunn. So we let him go, brought him back. We need some new blood, some fresh blood back there. Quinyon Mitchell fell to us in the draft. I said, yes, Lord. When he fell to us on draft night, I remember I could go back to my three. I was like, they let the top quarterback fall to us, and then we come right back in the second round, get Cooper DeJean. I said, let's go. Okay, Howard, I like the way you thinking, man. Yes, getting that offensive line with Jason. I feel bad for Jason Kelce. I wish he was on the team one more year because they ought to give him a ring. He deserved one. I feel bad, but the city we got, he was a second round pick. We got him a couple years ago. He started smooth transition. Howie Roseman, shout out to him, GM of the year, damn near GM of the decade.
You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
What is going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I'm your host, Christian_CFS, and we are on episode 80 in the building.
80.
Number 80. Man, we got a great show. First thing I got to do is I got to tell the co-host happy belated birthday because your boy didn't even get to say it last episode. That's the first thing I should have said was happy birthday to the co-host. Didn't even get to do that. So happy belated birthday, bruh. Man, hopefully you had great sorrows and you great everything, whatever, all that good hunky-dory stuff. But yeah, man, happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it. I guess I owe you a happy belated birthday because yours is 3 days after mine, right?
Pretty much.
3 days after mine. So happy belated born day. I hope it was filled with love and joy.
Oh yeah, man, you already know how it is. Filled with a whole bunch of love, a whole bunch of joy. Family showed a whole bunch of love. So can't.
How close you can't complain. How close are you to that milestone?
To be honest, dog, your boy stopped counting after 30.
He stopped counting.
I stopped counting.
You must be real close, y'all, to that milestone.
Yeah, that's about 7 years ago, though, dog. Yeah, your boy stopped counting. After once I got that first, I was like, what's one of me? I was like, why they keep counting the age? I was like, let's just keep doing it, man. But it helps me stay up on my toes when it comes to like math and everything. So whenever people ask me, I gotta do my math real quick, and I'm like, okay, I'm this age right real quick. Now, should I be doing that? No, I should already know my age. But at the end of the day, at a certain age, man, you just stop counting, man. I'm
still counting. I ain't stopped yet. Bye, buddy.
But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. We do. There was a
my bad. Let me shalom Akim to my good people and shalom Akim to my bad people. May learn to become good. Why? Because we need good people in this world. It was a pretty good big game yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it pretty much was, man. We went down to one of the guys up in the group chat. We went to his place just to go in and watch the game. And the team that I picked, man, they did not show up. But we gonna talk about that though. I think we already said what was gonna happen last episode, and we already saw who won up in that, and that's who ended up winning the game. So
we did.
But yeah, man, let's go on and so pretty much everybody. What we gonna do? We gonna talk about the Super Bowl, then we're gonna break that down, talk about like some of the highs and low points of the Super Bowl. We can talk about the halftime show if you want to, and we can go in and get into it like that. But the one thing that I do got to do, and he ain't think I was gonna do this, but hey, man, we are sponsoring the business right there. So, man, let's go and change it up, man. Let's go and change up the background. Let's go and change. Let's change up the background up, man. Let's change that background up.
Yeah.
So we gonna give homage and congratulations to those Philadelphia Eagles for putting on a clinic. And since we gonna start off, this is his team. I think our record was what? Like you was 9-4, and I was like 8-5, or.
Did you do it before yesterday? Or are you counting yesterday? Because I have it right here.
You counting yesterday?
So the final tally is in the playoff. You went 7-6.
Oh man, ooh.
I went 9-4.
Ooh. Yeah, some of those I'm gonna have to start going with my gut instead of picking with my heart.
Yeah. Hey.
Have to start playing with my picking with my gut instead of with my my heart.
Over here 7-6, you barely above 500.
That is what it is, man. It ain't like we was doing. Yeah. Ain't like I was out there trying to cast some moolah now. If I'm trying to do some moolah, you already know what I'm doing. I'm putting them dollars out there.
Your record is your name, though. You know, can't nobody believe you on the pod. You going 7-6 and picking games. How they gonna trust your decision making? You know what I'm saying? Just say it. How they gonna trust your decision making? You going 7-6. Brooklyn could have picked 7-6. Yeah.
Anybody? Awano could have picked 7-6.
7-6. You supposed to know what you talking about. Let's go.
Hey, there's a difference. I picked with my heart. I pick with my heart, not my gut.
I picked with my heart yesterday.
Nope.
Cha-ching.
But yeah, man, we gonna break this game down. So I didn't watch anything after halftime, just so you know. I'm just telling you that right now.
What? You went home or something? You left Fred house. I can't take it no more. He said the Chiefs are his 1B team. His 1B team, 1A team. I can't keep up, so I guess you started at 34-0.
Priorities.
You decided to leave. You left the festivities.
Yeah, the family came and everything. Amen.
I know, but you left. So you left the
They got bedtime.
You let them stay up. I let mine stay up. You know what I'm saying? It's Super Bowl, baby. I mean, maybe my team lost. I would probably put them to bed early too, on time. But you know, everybody can't pick a winner.
Nope. They don't make a difference if they winning or losing. They are not.
I'm a winner. Let them boys stay up. They earned it.
No, they didn't. You know. Let's put it like this: whenever I come down to Dallas, I'll let you watch them for a nice evening.
I got you. I done been there before. Not twins, but I didn't been there. I got a little way. I think I can handle it. It's a little rust off, a little WD-40.
Not the same, dog.
I can handle it.
It's not the same, I tell you that. But no, man. I was hoping that the Chiefs was gonna win because I wanted to see that three-peat, man. I was big on history, man. I like seeing something different. But it seems like we didn't see something different. We saw something up in the past that actually was the Chiefs' kryptonite, which was we're going back to whenever Patrick Mahomes went up against Tom Brady. Tampa Bay's defense was ranked pretty high, and their defensive line was like top 5 up in the league, up in the trenches. And we saw that last night. This was the best defense that Patrick Mahomes played up against. And like what we was talking about from the very beginning is that the game was going to be won in the trenches.
When you can pressure, when you can rush forward and get pressure.
Mm-hmm. I guess nothing you can say about that. Like, it's sort of similar to like the funny thing about it is like my pastor ended up saying this, which was funny. Like I guess Shador said something, and Shador picked the Eagles to win. And the reason why he picked the Eagles to win was because he said the one thing difference between the Chiefs, which is no knock to the Chiefs, they are great. Like, that's the reason I like them. They are great, but the Chiefs have one guy, and that's Patrick Mahomes. But what Shador was saying is that with the Eagles, they have a whole team, and they're not just relying upon one guy just to win them the game. Which there are times when that one guy can win you the game.
Can win you, yeah.
But we saw
Saquon did it all year. Huh?
We saw yesterday where that one guy was not able to do that. Could it be because, man, I just don't want to say, hey man, that. So like what they say, get him some milk, but instead of milk, say get him some help.
Yeah. I mean, he had still O-line still ain't where it need to be.
No,
O-line still ain't where it need to be.
But it's just like what we said before in the get-go. Like, it's the O-line, but you got to win up in the trenches first. If you win in the trenches, then you could have B squad wide receivers, running backs, and then you can make them look elite.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, the game was won in the trenches, man. All I know is I start watching first half. I was like, are they gonna cross the 50? I was like, I don't think they're gonna cross the 50. I was like, this game getting ugly,
out of control, baby. Now I know one thought it was gonna be a beatdown, like it was, but
I didn't either. I thought it was gonna be like a field goal game, like last time.
Me too. I thought 30-31 was the score I had.
But like what we said before, game was won in the trenches.
Trenches, baby. We had them big boys. The big old line was like size was like 6'5", 6. It was like 6'6", 330, something like that.
Yeah. And you want to know what's funny about it is? I wouldn't be shocked if y'all trade up. I can see y'all trading up to get even more depth.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
But since we on that topic, we gonna get there too, man. We're gonna get on that topic too. But give me your eyesight of the game and like your breakdown from a fan perspective, but then also a breakdown from a GM perspective on like what you saw out there.
As a fan, as an Eagles fan, or is it like as an Eagles fan, I effing loved it. Loved every minute of it. Loved every minute of it. Jalen had that one interception, but it was all right. He was a little rushed a little bit. But other than that, Jalen was surgical. He told y'all what he can. Hey, he showed y'all all them doubters. He shut all the doubters up. You know, shut them up that he can pass the ball. Spags, they was like, we got to stop Saquon. Cool. Y'all stop my boy. But you got about my other boy. He can throw the ball too now. Don't get it twisted. This is behind a top 5 O-line that he had. So I love it as an Eagles fan. We dominated. I picked the over as well. First, I was afraid of that at first. Like, are we going to hit 48.5 points? We got it. We dominated. And you know, I was talking to somebody, and it was like, you know, the whole thing about the refs and Casey and the refs, how they going to cheat. I was like, hey, you hear it all the time as boxers say, don't leave it in the hands of the refs. So what that means, you go in, you dominate. That way, you get a blowout, whatever. You dominate to where it can't be no close game. So they can't throw a flag with the close game. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be like, oh, it's gonna turn the tides. Nah, we up 34 points, baby.
But let's go back there. Let's stop with the flags first, man. Let's go and start off with that. It's like the first thing whenever AJ Brown did that stiff arm.
I was like, here we go.
But that's not actually here we go. That actually showed the precedence of how they was gonna call the game. Like it was gonna be small little ticky tacks like that was gonna get flags like that. They wasn't gonna let y'all just play. And then just let y'all just throw it. But that showed you, like, I think it was like a couple of other flags that happened. Sort of like the same guy. I forgot what the DB was. I think it might have been McDuffie. Was that who AJ Brown was on? Was McDuffie?
Oh, but he did. Chief, I can't remember. I don't know.
He did a crucial hit.
Cut the pass that 4th and 2.
No, not the 4th and 2, but he did a crucial hit to Dallas Goedert whenever it was like, I think it was like 3rd and 10. Kind of swung the game, like opened up a little bit more, gave y'all extra more downs, because I think y'all would have been like a 4th and 9, but it ended up being like a first down. Whenever Dallas Goedert tried to get that, it was like close to the sideline, and then he kind of hit him late, when ended up getting that 15-yard penalty. Okay. So that's what showed you right there, where it's, hey, the game gonna be called ticky-tack. Right. So you got to be mindful. But it's also like, I'm gonna go back to what you was talking about with Spagnuolo. He had a good game plan. Yeah. But the only thing which is smart, which he said, all right, you had to pick 2 or 1. Right. And the thing about it is, I would want the exact same route. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I would try to stop Saquon. And then if I'm gonna lose this game, I'm gonna lose it to Jalen Hurts.
Throwing the ball.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do as a defensive coordinator. You got to pick your poison. Now, could he done better? Probably maybe.
Better. Our defense stepped the hell up. So that helped, because defense scored what? They know they scored 1 touchdown. They scored another.
I know.
Cooper had that touchdown.
Cooper ended up catching that
pick 6.
He caught that pick 6, but then on the next. It was either the next possession or the possession after that, as Patrick Mahomes, I think it was the next possession after that, as Patrick Mahomes was getting rushed, he ended up throwing another pick right before halftime, which ended up getting y'all the 24. But yes.
Give me later on in the 3rd or 4th, we had a fumble. So.
Okay, yeah, I told you after that.
So he had 3 turnovers. Yeah, he had 3 interceptions in a fumble. So yeah, we was putting pressure on your boy. It was pretty much like, remember when he paid Brady that first go around in the Super Bowl?
That's what I said. Like, that's why that's the funny thing about it, is that history did end up repeating itself. Like, he went up against a team that was really good up in the defense, and the Philadelphia Eagles, and by all means, like, the dude couldn't do nothing. Like, the dude needed help
for his life.
Like, I'm talking about like a deer up in the headlights running for his life.
When you're able to rush forward and get pressure, that also means that even your wide receivers, they can't get up, because there's so many defenders out there covering the wide receivers. So he's trying to buy time, and he's running for his life with 4 down linemen. So yeah.
So we talked about it up on as a fan perspective. Now let's talk about as like a GM perspective on like what you saw out there from like the GM perspective, and your boy Mickey.
Mickey who?
What's your GM name?
What did he say?
Howie Roseman. You mean?
Okay, whatever.
Mickey Moon's for the Saints. Mickey Moon's fucking up over the Saints. He fucking up.
Hey, my bad up on the Mickey, but your boy, we gonna get there too. We gonna get there too. Howie, man, I don't know if he has or not, but surely he's won GM of the year. He could have won 3 years in a row, really, because what he's done, how he got AJ Brown from Tennessee Titans, how he's able to get Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round, even with Carson Wentz there. Let me get him. I like his intangibles, right? Jalen Hurts. Drafted Devonta Smith. Now, they messed up when they drafted both from TCU, Rager, so that was a bad pick. I told him to get Justin Jefferson, but we won't go there. He can't go 100. He can't go 100%. That's cool. We'll take 95. Doing that, getting big boy from the Jets, who almost ate himself out the league. Who was that lineman? The offensive tackle. Mekhi Becton. Yep.
Almost ate himself out the league. Brought him down there. Going to get Georgia's defense.
Pretty much the whole defense.
And getting Buddy, who had a little bit of character issues.
Jaylen Carter.
Jaylen Carter. Bringing him in, let him learn from Brandon Graham and them, teach him how to, hey, bro, hey, you got something going on here, man. You got the talent.
You also gotta look at like what he brought in last year to y'all. Like I'm pretty sure Quentin Mitchell, like he's your starting corner. Like
I didn't get that. Yeah,
I know.
He saw that Darius. Okay, our defensive backs, right? They're getting old. Darius Slay old. Gardner Johnson. We let him go, brought him back. We need some new blood, some fresh blood back there. Quinyon Mitchell fell to us in the draft. I said, yes, Lord. When he fell to us on draft night, I remember I can go back to my 3. I was like, they let the top quarterback fall to us, and then we come right back in the second round, get Cooper DeJean. I said, let's go. Okay, Howard, I like the way you thinking, man. Yes, getting that offensive line with Jason. I feel bad for Jason Kelce. I wish he was on the team one more year because they ought to give him a ring. He deserved one. I feel bad, but the city we got, he was a second round pick. We got him a couple years ago. He started smooth transition. Howie Roseman, shout out to him, GM of the year, damn near GM of the decade. But he is, his imprint is all over that team. And I'm also give another shout out to our head coach, Nick Sirianni. I don't love him all the time, but what he's had to go through, 3 different offensive coordinators since we went back, right? He lost Shane Steichen, he left. Buddy last year wasn't really that good. Got Kellen Moore, and he's an offensive line guy. He's offensive line from the coach, Nick Sirianni. So I'm gonna give him his flowers today too, because he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the divas, AJ Brown, all them egos. Hey, props to Nick Sirianni too.
But I'm glad you actually talked about him being that actual offensive line coach, which shows you about like what we talked about from like the very beginning is that the games are won up in the trenches, and he wanted to run the ball, but he knew what he had to do in the trenches just to get to where he wanted. Like I think they were saying that Howie Roseman ended up going like almost batting like 1,000 for like the first round.
Oh,
I think for like the first 3 rounds, like he's batted 1,000. In like picks, like he got him like rounds 1, 2, and 3. He's got him like 1,000%. If you know baseball, like that's a perfect score. But
one more thing, my bad, I'll get you up. One more thing, I forgot. Of course, my boy, like my boy since he's my favorite running back since LaDainian Tomlinson, who was able to get motherfucking Saquon 2K Barkley. Us getting him, okay, I was reluctant to mention him. My bad. So
you ain't mentioned him not one bit.
Not one bit. My bad.
We talked about him physically, like not being the guy. But then at the end of the day, like, man, I'm just amazed. Like, I wish I could have watched the rest of it just so I can analyze it. But hey, it wasn't nothing really to analyze. Like,
I mean, he had 25 carries, but it was just he just couldn't get off because their job was to stop him. So.
But that's what me and like one of the guys up in the group chat we was talking about. He asked like, how would you run the defense? I said most likely I wouldn't run 8 in the box, but I would do like a 2 in the box, and then I would have a spy. But then the other 3 had to be able to switch off that spy just in case they needed to make sure Saquon didn't get going. But obviously we don't get paid the big bucks like Spagnolo and all them do.
You don't.
And man, there's nothing much to say, man. It's just big old congratulations to them Philadelphia Eagles, man. So we can go down like the next couple of slates where we was talking about, like, I know you mentioned Jaylen Carter, like, which he had issues, but I think he was supposed to be like a top 3, but then you know how they do up on draft night, they just threw stuff out there, and he was first for like his first year or 2, he was like kind of like a head case, wasn't he?
Yeah,
a little bit, but then like I guess under the next veteran leadership that y'all had, they was able to bring him in just to do what he did. But then it doesn't help that y'all have Georgia's national championship defense.
Shout out Nolan Smith. Shout out.
You got Nolan Smith. Then you also like so I don't know how good this guy is, but how good is Kelly Ringo? Is Ringo pretty good? He's supposed to be a corner for y'all.
Oh, I don't even know. If I don't know him, I don't know.
Okay. All right, man. It is what it is, man. We don't know. But yeah, man. I don't know what to say, but we can talk about it's not like a big transition, but since we kind of went from the fans' perspective, then we went to the GM perspective. Now we're gonna go to the coach's perspective. I know you spoke a little bit up on Shane Steichen. What are your thoughts on him losing Kellen Moore? Which they said that he's gonna go to Mickey up in the Saints, New Orleans. What are your thoughts about Kellen Moore going down there to taking that job? Because personally, I think he should just stay one more year and then see what else comes.
Yep. I think we're both on the same page with that one. Should not go. What they say, like in dominoes, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
All head coach jobs ain't great head coaching jobs, man. It's too much for you to overturn that. You're like 70 million over the cap. You got Derek Carr, who not really. He's mad. You got your star wide receiver who has concussion issues. We don't know if he might call a career for his health. You got Alvin Kamara, who's 29. Which
I think they should trade him.
Get something. You got the other boy. Who's the other boy? Kendra Miller. He can't stay healthy.
Nope.
Man, what do you have there? Like, no, I wouldn't. Man, 3 years.
Maybe he will actually sleep on it. Like maybe he was just a little bit. Yeah, he know he gonna get paid a little bit more. Maybe Howie comes in. Maybe your boy, man, the head coach, say, hey man, let's just pay him a little extra just to keep him here. Did he really do much just to help the offense? Not really, I don't think, because the team was already at top 5, and you got a thoroughbred back there up in Saquon. Then you also got a thoroughbred up in offensive line, and then your defensive line was not clicking at the beginning of the season. But we know, in other words, to get in order to get into what's your defensive coordinator name? Like
Vic Fangio.
In order to get in the Vic system, it takes a good while just to get a rapport. And as the season got going, that's how you started seeing them strengthen each time.
We had a rough. We were 3-2. You got Nick Sirianni yelling at fans. He's shaving his head, going on like bro going through a midlife crisis, going on. The pressure getting to him. Then we reeled off 10 straight. Let's go.
Yeah, you did 10 straight, man, and got what you needed. But like what we were saying, man, I'm hoping all best regards out to Kellen Moore. Man, congratulations to the Eagles and doing a nice dominating fashion.
Don't do it.
Hey, man.
You see Cliff Kingsbury, he stayed. Don't do it.
You darn right he did.
A lot of people, they turn down that job for a reason. Don't do it. Don't let your ego.
Hey,
go to the street again.
I understand. I understand. You don't get head coaching jobs that often.
Don't.
But come on now. Let's not I haven't even looked at this, but like we could just do this off the fly. Let's just do this off the fly. What are the next head coaching positions next year?
Right.
That are gonna have to be.
To your point, there's gonna always be like.
It's always gonna be at least 4. Yep. Always gonna be.
Hell, the Giants.
Dayball.
They stupid. So
even though I don't think that's going, I think they're actually gonna be pretty decent next year. So,
are they getting Matthew Stafford? Or they go with the rookie? Because you see what I'm saying. Here's the thing, though. So you say you get the rookie, whether it's Cam Stewart or whoever it is.
Yep.
You know he's gonna struggle. You know that, right? And then you got your owner saying his patience is wearing thin. So you're finna draft a rookie, and then Dayball, they go, I don't know, 7-10 or whatever, right? And then you fire him and Shane. So now you got to bring in a whole new regime who's tied to a rookie quarterback that they didn't pick. See, there you go again, Ben. What are you doing, bro? What's up? If you're gonna get a rookie, you got to give him at least 3 years. You have to give Dayball and Shane 3 more years. You have to if you want to.
Yeah, so this is where we pretty much gonna go down the list, man. So we think the Dayball's gonna be up on the hot seat next year. So like that's one team. You want to know one team? Surprisingly, I don't think they're gonna be on the hot seat, but I can see up in the NFC West. I could see what's his name leaving. McVay leaving next year, if he wants just to leave and he don't feel like coaching, I can see him just saying, "Hey, man, it's time to go."
They keep saying, "Where are you here? Are you here? Why? You mean like going to commentate?" I heard that like a year. Or two
I don't know
ago.
about commentating. I just know, just like what they said from like a couple years ago, whenever they was pretty much breaking him down, saying like, "Will he end up quitting or like resigning after he got that Super Bowl?"
I mean, why? The man just like 40, just 43 years old, 42. He might even be 40 yet.
No, he's the same age as he's like close to my age. I think he's like 30 something.
So
I think it's just once you get to that level and everything. Hey man,
Andy's 66. What they talking about?
Not everybody.
For 30 years or something.
Not everybody's gonna be an Andy Reid.
I mean, I just the man in his 30s and he got a Super Bowl. Y'all talking about he think he's gonna call it quits. Where did he get his information? Did he say that at a party? Something drunk? Say that at a party? This is just shocking. It's just shocking to me. Unless he has another career that he wants to do. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, that's shocking to me. But go ahead.
But I'm just thinking the Rams. I wouldn't be shocked if the Cardinals end up cutting loose, man. You know how they after 1 year, 2 years, they'll cut somebody loose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is gonna happen. But I also wouldn't be shocked if John Lynch and them end up getting the kick. Only if they end up having like a bad season like what they did this past year.
Him and Kyle?
And I can't see it happen. But I ain't saying it's like one of those likely ones. But hey, just saying anything's possible, man.
Anything's possible. Who else you got? That's what 3.
No, technically it's only 2. It's only the Rams, and then like the and the Cardinals. They like on the
Giants.
Yeah, the Giants. That's 3 right there.
You know, I see it. I see it.
I don't think nobody up in the NFC North is gonna get now, unless I doubt it, but yeah, I can't see nobody up in the North going. The South, the Saints, the Saints or the Bucks. And I'm only saying that
Todd Bowles might could be on the hot seat if he don't. I'm
only saying that is because technically the only reason Todd Bowles is still even there right now is because of Tom Brady.
So that's 4.
You gotta include them Saints too. Are you already included them? Well, I really think Kellen Moore once he gets that 1 year,
I think he'll give him at least 3. Whoever it is, at least 3. So I'm gonna say we'll say 4 in a possible. We're playing 4 in possible.
All right, now we're going to the AFC.
What we got?
I'm not saying that this team could happen. I don't know if this guy signed an extension. Did the Dolphins head coach sign an extension at all by chance?
I do not know. You think Mike McDaniel on the hot seat possibly?
They was already talking about he was on the hot seat last year.
Everybody was hurt. Tua was hurt. I guess they were saying because you can only win with Tua. Okay.
And they also paid Tua, didn't they?
They did.
4 never mind. Hey, never mind. He ain't on the hot seat anymore, man. Ain't nobody gonna want to go down there and then have Tua at SAQB.
Yeah.
Then the Jets job, man, you already know that job is always
so revolving door.
That's always up in the air.
Who they get?
The defensive coordinator from the Lions.
That's right. Okay,
Anthony. So, but also, like, I'm not shocked. Like, I can see that team bouncing back. Defense was pretty decent. It was just the offense couldn't do anything. AFC West, I can't see anybody leaving there. Like, nobody's going. Like, they got the solidified. The only person, like, up in the North, like, everybody keep talking about.
I think so.
Thompson.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about him.
Who you talking about? You talking about the Browns?
No. Oh, Stefanski. Ooh, man, I think he's a good coach. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think he's a good coach though. But I was thinking about the Bengals. If the Bengals don't make the playoffs this year, I think Zach Taylor can be on hot seat.
Okay, I can see that. Only reason I brought in Tomlinson in there.
He really is.
Only reason I brought in Tomlinson in there is because you know how they always been saying about him is that they need like a new regime in there. They want somebody new.
Voice. I get it.
They've been there for so long. Like they always get to the playoffs. They always get knocked out. Hey man, if that's the case, then make him get a better OC. That's all I can say.
They both could use a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Honestly. Pittsburgh and him. I think your favorite author sent a link the thing today that said that like Russ and Arthur Smith kind of got into it of clashing like play styles because Arthur Smith want to be boring and unimaginable and just run the damn ball 70% of the time, and Russ wants to. He didn't want Russ changing his play to the line of scrimmage. What?
Well, off the gates, right there. You need to go. We already talked about Arthur Smith, anyways.
Right.
I don't even know why he has a job.
You see what Bijan did when he got a better OC.
Yeah.
Top 3 running back. Stupid.
But yeah, then the AFC South, man. I really can't.
Jags, they got a new coach.
You got the Titans. They got Brian Cannon. I think it's Callahan. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere, and Houston's not going anywhere. And what's the other one?
Colts.
If AR don't work out, Shane might be. So long story short, you think like 7 teams, 8 teams.
I say the most.
5 is probably true.
I say 5 could definitely be up on the hot seat that is going to be new next year. And like of those teams, man, I'm like, Kellen, do you want to wait? Or do you just want to move on? But hey, man, Kellen, you gonna play? You gonna dive up on the sick? You just gonna take that? But hey, man, I can't say too much about that. But hey, let's go to the next segment, man. We talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about you being a fan. We talked about you being the GM of your team and everything. We're gonna do another congratulations. But let's go and kick this off to right here off gate. We gotta thank everybody for actually watching. Make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And man, it's gonna give them 5-star ratings, man. They are all free, man. They are all free. Now let's get into this next segment. We're gonna talk about the NFL season's over with, man. It's over. But now you know what the one thing that you got to start getting up into your mindset is let's talk about the 2025 free agents. And we're gonna talk about some good situations, some bad situations, where we think they can end up going, and things like that. Prime example, we're going to kick it off with the wide receivers. The first guy out there is Mr. T. Higgins. What are your thoughts on Mr. T. Higgins? Is he going to stay with the Bengals, or can we see him up in a new uniform?
So I heard this like a week or two ago that at the beginning of the season, they were like, okay, we're just going to get him we're going to put him on the tag, and then we're going to let him walk or trade him or whatever. But I don't know. At the end of the season, they sounded like they might want to re-sign him, but I don't know how they can re-sign him and Jamar. That's what I don't know. And he ain't the richest owner, so you just paid JB. So I don't know how you're going to be able to sign both of them. I honestly think that T. Higgins is going to walk because I doubted Jamar should have taken a pay cut. I think you got to pay Jamar first. So I think T will walk. Now,
I think he's going to... Yeah, I think he's going to walk also, but I think they're going to get him with that transition tag, sort of like where it's like it'll be like a sign and trade type of deal. The teams that that they have already been talking about, which is the Patriots going after him hard because they got because they got a lot of money. But then also let's see him like a fit, like a team that actually need a wide receiver one. The first thing before we even get past there. Is T. Higgins a wide receiver one, or is he that Juju Smith-Schuster?
No, I'm gonna give him a 1 because remember he had a pretty good rookie year before Jamar got there. I think he had like 900 yards and like I can't remember how many touchdowns, but I think he had a pretty good year. I think if he can stay healthy, he can be wide receiver 1.
So I'm glad you said that. With him not being as healthy, can you count on him being that wide receiver 1? That's the reason why I'm asking, because me personally,
different story.
I can't count on him being a wide receiver 1. I'd rather take my chance with Tet up in like the rookie coming out of Arizona coming out this year.
If you're like the Panthers, you're saying you're the Panthers, right? And y'all decide to go offense. You would rather.
I'd take Tet over T. Higgins. Because I know I'm going to get that production from him right away. And, man, I hope y'all had a good show. We're going to kick it over to the co-host so he can do his nice little closing remarks.
We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We appreciate that. Fly Eagles fly. Super Bowl champs.
Man, you almost had me say fly Eagles fly.
Go ahead. We accept it. Go ahead.
Nah, man, I ain't doing that. Nah, man. I mean, you almost caught me off guard, man. This dude almost about had me say fly Eagles fly, man.
Come on, jump on it. Because you showed didn't pick us. Go on, going to pick us now.
Nah, I ain't picking. Now, you darn right I ain't pick y'all, man. I should have. I should have stayed with my fraternity brother. That's what I should have stayed with my fraternity brother. That's what I should have did. Yep. But, hey, man. I ain't do it. Hey, man.
Back on family. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what it got me, man. I should have just took what. See, and then Saquon was like 2 days after my birthday, which everything wound up perfectly.
Fellow Aquarius, come on.
I know, man. See, that that's just the fantasy guys right there telling me that hey, I should have just picked it with my gut.
Don't learn.
Hey, man. It is what it is, man. It was a great show. We'll catch y'all up on the rebound.
Spread love, not hate.
Spread love, not hate.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.